48 degrees at WATA, and we are joined here this morning in the studio by Derek Lale, who is with an organization that we're going to learn a little bit about this morning, and our very own Justin Partridge. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing, man?
Doing well. Doing well.
This is, gosh, twice this week you've been
twice
on.
This week. Yeah, we've got a lot of great stuff going on in the high country, and a lot of things that I'm proud to be involved in. So
excellent. And this is one of them. You told
this
me
is
about
one.
this coming up. Derek Lale is here to talk about an organization. I looked on the website the other day to figure out what Limits Without Borders is. I've heard of Doctors Without Borders.
Right.
Limits Without Borders seems a little odd name. You're going to have to explain this.
That's exactly the point of it. We've noticed that we have a lot of people that we've had the pleasure of getting to know over the past couple of years through our gym, and a lot of people in conversation just have felt that they have limitations for whatever reason. Limitations because of differences, because of what they consider to be imperfections, because of past life decisions, a lot of things that over time I think society is really good at telling you
what you can't do.
What you can't do. Yeah, it's a brokenness, and brokenness can be defined in so many different ways, but almost every time it's a negative connotation. And so we wanted to create a platform and an organization to where we could get people to not only recognize whatever their limitations or brokenness is, but then to understand that they could take that and actually realize that they're better poised to serve other people because of life experiences that maybe I don't have, or you don't have, or somebody else has. That it's not an imperfection, it's not a limitation, but in fact it's actually an opportunity for you to be better suited to serve somebody else. And so those borders, those barriers, those limitations, we wanted to take them and harness them and run with them, and maybe
turn them into something positive.
Maybe turn them into something positive on the way. Yeah.
And you do this in a fitness realm,
right,
so to speak. It's Rev5, or you just pronounce it Rev5?
So the business is Rev5 Fitness,
okay.
And we have a CrossFit affiliation called Seven Seals CrossFit, and the different types of fitness classes that we offer are all group based. So if you come in and want to put your headphones on and work by yourself, it's not going to last long. Somebody's going to come up and start hugging you or something. Yeah. It's not going to work.
The community's great there.
Community is the best part of it. But what we found is that when you do fitness and you do it in a group setting, no matter if you're a first time or you've been doing it for years, you end up in a vulnerable state because you push to a level to where we all are ugly when we're doing it, and nobody looks good, and you're slobbering, you're snotty, and everything. That when you hit that vulnerable state in community, you form a bond that transcends outside of the gym atmosphere. And so we started off just trying to use that fitness platform to create some community and create some relationships. And this nonprofit, the Limits Without Borders, is just an extension of that original mission to now where we can hopefully intentionally plug in with some more specific cohorts of people. So that's the basis.
It's kind of an odd way of thinking about it. I mean, like you say, most people who go to a gym, they have their headphones on, they're focused on what they're doing, they got their goals, they got their counter, their Fitbit, whatever it is that they're doing, and it's all focus. It's almost like staring at your navel while you're doing your treadmill or whatever. This is a whole different kind of approach, isn't it?
For sure. There's no mirrors, no nothing. The only thing you can see is your friend to your left, to your right, and you're competing not against them. Everybody writes their own score up at the end of the class. You're competing against yourself, and every single day, but you're doing it with other people. We try to say fitness and community, and that's what it is. You're doing life with other people. Fitness is just a good platform.
Right.
You get all walks of people wanting to be more fit, wanting to train for whatever purpose. And so it's a good platform to where you can bring different types of people in and start to form some relationships through a little bit of that vulnerability of exercise.
How did this idea kind of come together? Because as we said, this is 180 degrees away from how most of these programs work.
CrossFit's done a good job from a commercial standpoint of making it a lucrative business and structure, organizational structure. when we first got involved with it, we weren't actually set out to really make any money. So we stayed small and stayed intentional about the relationship side of it. And just over time realized that you have to be good at the fitness part of it, good at the business side of it, and offer a good product to continue to better the other part of it, the commercial part, so, or the relationship part. So,
and how long has this been going on?
We've been in business for about 2.5 years now.
So it's still pretty new.
Yeah, and it was January when we founded the nonprofit, and that's been about a year's process getting to that point. So that was a big milestone for us.
And you're trying to address on the website. The word "broken" shows up a lot,
yep.
and again, it's another one of these. Limits has a negative impact or negative impression. Broken has a negative impression, and you're trying to turn those into positive things. Who are you trying to draw? Who are you looking for to get involved here?
We intentionally designed the bylaws and the mission and even the definition of brokenness to where the one person who comes to me and says, I don't fit this definition, is probably the one person that is the most broken. There is not a single one of us that's imperfect or that's not imperfect or that has it all put together. And so we're trying to draw on that definition that tells everybody that you've got some kind of limitation, some kind of brokenness, but that also makes you unique. Justin and I are different for various reasons, and that makes both of us special. And if we lock arms and move forward, then we're a lot stronger than either one of us was by ourselves. Individually, we're ordinary. Collectively, we're a lot more radical than we ever were.
That's what your shirt says.
That's right. That's right.
Individually ordinary, collectively radical.
Yep.
Yeah.
By myself, I have a lot of limitations, but if he's helping hold me up, then and we're in lockstep, then we're pretty strong.
And then you add 5, 6, 7, 12 other people,
for sure,
100 people,
for sure,
makes a major difference.
A string is not as strong as a rope, and a rope's not as strong as a net.
Yeah.
And if you deploy them in the right direction, then you can accomplish some pretty big things with them. That's the goal.
It's a very different way of kind of thinking about things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really kind of cool. How do people get in touch with you if they want to get?
Yeah, why don't you talk about where
this happens?
Where you're at now? What part of the process we're in right now? And we're in. I know you're in the beginning stages,
right.
And what you need and what you need to move forward, basically.
So right now we've written a curriculum. It's an 8-week curriculum, and the point of the curriculum is to use the fitness platform to teach values such as self-assessment, self-evaluation, self-confidence, accountability, goal setting, things of that nature. It's done through weekly meetings, weekly one-on-one relational types of settings, and then the fitness platform. And we have the programs laid out. We have the cohorts identified. Our first 2 cohorts are 10 people from local recovery programs and 10 athletes from Watauga Opportunity Special Olympics. It's called the Exceptional Athletes Program. So we have the cohorts identified, we have the curriculum written, and we have the next 2 or 3 iterations of the program ready to go. We have a non-negotiable startup cost, a launching cost that we have to cover to be able to start debt-free. And the biggest thing was we didn't want to get 4 or 5 weeks into the program and tell the recovery program, guys, we ran out of money. So we're sorry, but we appreciate you being vulnerable and opening up and things like this, but we got to send you out.
And then have it stop.
So we've set a startup cost that we have to hit before we'll launch, and it sounds like a huge number when I say it out loud to myself, but we have a $30,000 that we have to hit to launch, and that covers equipment specifically for the Exceptional Athletes Program, curriculum, administrative fees, and every athlete gets a journal, and the curriculum is actually based around journaling and fleshing out some of the thoughts that you'll encounter during the week, and then talking with those one-on-one with the Limits Without Borders staff during the.
So you're looking for some financial help.
We need financial help. And
how would someone who would like to do that get in touch with you?
There are a couple ways. They can go to the website and there's a big red button that says "Fight Brokenness."
I saw that. It jumps right out at you. You can't miss it.
It does, and it goes to a bank account that's separate from the gym. It's specifically for the nonprofit, and right now it's a PayPal account, and you can donate directly into that. You can set it up to be monthly. If you don't want to put it in the PayPal, or you want to make sure that it goes directly to Limits Without Borders and no question about where it could go, you can write a check. You can come by and donate in person.
And where is that? Where's the location?
We are on 105 Extension at 309 Highway 105 Extension. It's the signs on the wall say CrossFit, or they have a big wax stamp on the front of the building. It's in a Brown Heights property, and they can come by. We're pretty much there. Somebody's there at any given time from 6 a.m. till 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
If they didn't want to go through the electronic route.
Mm-hmm.
You usually see somebody running with a weight over their head, dripping sweat.
And you'll find me drinking coffee, cheering them on. Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah, they get it there. I'll tell you that much. I was part of that gym for a little bit, and they get it in there. I mean, if you're looking to get challenged and looking for a good community, that's the place to go.
And this is again, it's just a very intriguing idea.
Thank you.
And I wish you a lot of luck. I hope it works out well for you.
Appreciate
it. Is there a phone number if somebody wants to call and just talk some more to you about
Yes.
it before they make any kind of commitment, either in the program or with their dollars?
Yes, and I've been intentional about doing this. If you go to the website, if you look up the gym number, if you look up the Without Borders number, if you look up any number, the number you're going to get is my cell phone. And so they can call, text, whatever. I would love to come have coffee with somebody. Any way they want to try to reach out to us is going to come to me personally instead of to a landline or to a voicemail or something. So 773-2270 is my cell phone, and that's on the website.
And the website, you kind of pay a little attention here. It's REV FIVE, then the number 5 Fitness. So Rev5Fitness.com.
That's right.
And all their details there, and as you said, if you don't get enough there, you can just call up and Derek will explain it to you.
Right.
In between sips of coffee.
In between coffee. Yep.
All right, man. Thanks. Good luck, and come back and let us know how things are going.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Derek Leo.
Thanks, Derek.
Limits Without Borders, Rev5 Fitness. Did I get enough fives in there? Rev5Fitness.com. Thanks,
right.
guys. Appreciate it.
Thank
It
you.
is 7:56. Good morning.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. And I
Appreciate
got
it.
this recorded.